I've been a Browns fan for 50 years. Through the Cardiac Kids, birth of the Dog Pound, Bernie, team leaving, team coming back, and all the disappointment since. On game day, I'd put on my brown shirt and root for my team. That all ended the instant 12 players took a knee Monday night. We are going through an epidemic of lawlessness, lack of accountability, intolerance, and lack of proper respect, all being fueled by the progressive movement, which is nothing more than a feeling of entitlement on steroids. Included in this movement is you can't criticize any minority for anything without being called a racist. I don't care if somebody's black, white, or pink polka dot. Right and wrong comes in all colors. A great man once said a person should be judged by the content of their character, not by the color of their skin. Truer words were never spoken. Unfortunately, those words don't mean much to millions, including many leaders, as the color of the skin is all they care about. Their concern is not about doing the hard work necessary to help our youth succeed, but rather crying victim to attain admiration. When I pay respect during the national anthem, it's not because of blind obedience or because everybody else does it. I am paying respect to the hundreds of thousands of Americans who have died fighting for our country. There's always going to be a small percentage of cops who are bad and need to be weeded out. Racism on all sides and unfairness. But our country has been and will continue to be the greatest force for good and freedom in the world. There's 5 groups I want to make comments about. First, these players performing self-promoting antics during the national anthem. They say they're trying to bring awareness to the problems of our country. That's nonsense. We all know about these problems. They're on the TV and the internet 24/7. What's happening is we have pampered athletes with a look at me moment, and in the process they are disrespecting every American who's died fighting for our country. While they make millions playing a game, we have soldiers all over the world, some of them dying for the rest of us. They say some things are more important than football. I agree. Respecting those who have died fighting for our country is far more important than football. No matter what reason these athletes give for doing what they're doing, they are behaving like pathetic ingrates, and Kaepernick is being held accountable for starting all this. Next, to the players who are raised to show proper respect. Get in the face of these ingrates and tell them that the next time you disrespect my country and those who have died fighting for it, we're going to fight. And every time you do it, we're going to fight. Next, to the coaches. Any coach who allows this disrespect without holding the player accountable, or even worse, defends their actions, is a coward and a disgrace to the game. Next, to the NFL hierarchy. If you want to address a root problem, quite possibly the root problem, find out which one of your players are absentee fathers and kick them out of the league. Last, to sports fans everywhere. If you go to any game at any level, and any player on either team shows disrespect during the national anthem, leave and let them play in front of nobody. So I'm a Browns fan no more. The only way I would go back is if those 12 players and Coach Jackson, in front of a camera, offered sincere apologies. So this is a shirt I've been wearing every game for I don't know how many years. I've had this hat for decades. Only hat I ever wear.